Hi, everyone. If you know me, you're laughing. I know you're laughing. I'm going to share my first ever sports analogy in my life. I am into fitness and good health, but I am not into sports. I never have been. My poor kids and husband. But I am going to share with you my first ever sports analogy. So, Bonnie, get ready. I hope it's good. So Sean and I had the privilege of going to the Timberwolves playoff game the other night, Monday night, and really excited that we were invited into the owner's suite and were able to meet with some of his really good friends. Just a great team, great corporate staff, like just a great organization. Like, I've known a lot of these people for a long time, and it's just a fabulous organization of people. So I was very honored. I don't always watch the game, I'll be honest. I kind of watch the people. I like watching the dancers, and I kind of like mill around and just like watching the people. I do watch the game, but I'm not like as into it as my husband is. So my husband is a sports fanatic, a total sports fanatic. Like, he and his sons, my stepsons, they're way into it, even my daughter. And so it's really fun for me to attend these events because he's so into it. I mean, screaming, jumping, has all of his like little things that he does, for good luck. Like, he's really into sports. So we go to this playoff game. It's so exciting. The crowd was totally wild. It wasn't the best game. We did not do well. The Rockets totally kicked our butts. It was kind of embarrassing. But as we're watching the game, I'm sitting with my husband and listening to him kind of talk to his friends and whatever it would be. Well, he was talking about Jimmy Butler, and I'm asking, like, who is that, and how good is that player, and who are the main ones? Because I don't follow sports, so it's just how it is. But there's so much you can learn from athletes, and we're watching, and he's telling me about Jimmy Butler. I don't even know who he is, right? Except I can read the back of his jersey. And he said something to me that just stuck with me, and I think you can relate it to business. And then I started thinking about one of my mentors, Seville Coe, who's an athlete, and just thinking about athletes in general and how it relates to business, especially entrepreneurialism, and then being successful. So he said with Jimmy Butler, and if you guys know who Jimmy Butler is and you follow him and you agree, just put a basketball emoji in the comments below, please, so I can show him so he can be proud of me. But he said that guy plays like it's his last game and he's never gonna play basketball again, and I absolutely love watching him because he like made a play and I was like, whoa, he's intense, like he is really good. And that was Sean's comment. He said, yeah, he plays every game with full intensity like it's his last game. Like, people love him. We love watching him. And I thought, that's interesting. Do I go into my business every day like it's my last day in business? It's my last deal. It's like, do I have that much intensity? A lot of the time I do. I'll be honest with you. I was launching a new country over the weekend. I think I had like 2 hours of sleep, but it didn't feel like it because I was so excited and so committed, right? But do you, in your business, whatever business it is, mostly business owner, entrepreneurs, network marketers, do you go into your business with the attitude like, this is it, like this is the time, this is the one? Or do you go in it like, it's just the 10th game, we have 50 more. I have no idea if my stats are right with basketball, but just like, do you have that kind of an attitude, or do you go into it like Jimmy Butler? Like, this is it. This is the day. Like, this is when it's going to happen. And guess what? They got their butts kicked. Like, it was not good. I think Houston made like 50 points in a quarter. It was not good. We'll come back. Don't worry. But, do you think Jimmy Butler, then the next game that he plays, he goes into it like, we got our butts kicked, so I'm not going to go in with as much intensity? And my husband said, no, every game he plays like it's his last. He's absolutely fantastic. So you think about this, and this is something that one of my mentors is Seville Ko. He's now a top earner in network marketing, top earner with our company, and he was a business entrepreneur before he got into network marketing, but also an athlete. And he always says he has amnesia. And I have carried that with me. Well, Jimmy Butler probably has amnesia as well. So he was telling us that with athletes, like, you lose games, right? Well, you need to have amnesia because now it's done. What did you learn from it? Now it's done. And you move forward and you go into that next game with incredible intensity because you have to have a winner's mindset. And so in business, do you have a winner's mindset? Are you able to have amnesia when 10 people in a day tell you no, they're not interested, they don't want your product or service? Can you just move on and go find the people who do and have amnesia? So a lot of times when he's prospecting or networking, and if somebody, says, no, I'm not interested, or maybe saying something nasty or unsupportive, okay, amnesia, move on. You have a business to run. Just like an athlete, just like Jimmy Butler going into the next game. Like, you have to have that positive mindset. So some other things that I've just learned from kind of going to these games, talking to my husband, learning from Seville Ko and some of these other athletes, is just they really have, the ones who are successful, the athletes who are successful, they have a winner's mindset. They don't quit. Even if they fail, lose, they don't quit. I have lost in network marketing before. Like, I have had rejection. I have lost deals. I have lost sales. Like, you fail forward. But I don't quit. Like, I have a winner's mindset. I know where I'm going. And so a lot of athletes do too, the successful ones. They have a winner's mindset. Some of the top athletes in the world, some of the top business people in the world, they've failed several times. And so they also have the ability to be coachable, and to find the right mentor or coach. And so if you think about it, athletes are really fun to have in network marketing and in business because the good ones are so coachable. So you tell them what to do, and they go and do it. They don't sit and, fight with the coach or argue with the coach or no, I'm not going to do that. They look at the simple system of running the play. They make sure they understand it, and then they go and do it. And then they do it again, and they do it again. And if they fail, they do it again. They have a winner's mindset. They are coachable. They have amnesia. And they have a whatever it takes attitude. You go into that game like it's your last game. All wonderful qualities and characteristics to bring into business, right? They're always looking to improve. Okay, so these athletes, even these top athletes on the Timberwolves, let's use them as an example. They're in the gym. They're working on their shot. They're working on their play. They're working on how to work together as a team. Constantly, every single day, they have to improve and keep their game sharp. Are you doing that in your business? Is personal development beneath you? Like, are you good enough? You don't need to do any improvement. Like, I every day do personal development. Right now I'm reading or listening to, I always tell people I can read, but I don't read. So I listen to Audible. Best thing for me. There's a book by Brian Carruthers called Building an Empire. And it is personal development every day. When I'm in my car, I'm always looking for ways that I can improve. I'm far from done. But are you? Do you think that you know it all? Do you think that you've done everything that you can do? Some of these top athletes in whatever sport it is, you don't see any of them slacking and not constantly improving. They're always looking to improve. And so I really challenge you to look at that in your business. Are you doing the personal development? Are you doing the reps? Are you working on the play every single day? If you have not met your goal yet and you're not where you want to be, there's no reason you should be taking out that personal development, the reps that you need to do to make your business get your business where it wants to go. These athletes and Sean kind of has some nice kind of inside stories, but they work so hard. They work so hard on their craft. They don't take the days off and slack and think that they've done everything they can do. think about all of the athletes that you watch and admire. Read their stories online. Read their stories about how they got started. A lot of them had a great coach. Some of them might have had some bad coaches before they found the great coach. A great coach, they're coachable. They have the right mental strength to do what they need to do and be prepared to fail if they're going to fail, but they don't quit. And then they have the ability to always be improving themselves and not thinking that they are, at their peak. They're constantly getting better. And then the last thing I just wanted to touch on, as I've been, talking to Sean about these athletes, is just the mental toughness that you have to be in some of the fields we're in. You have to have some mental toughness to be in network marketing. You have to have mental toughness to be a business entrepreneur or a business owner or an entrepreneur. You have to have mental toughness to be a top athlete. Sometimes you're not born with that. Sometimes you have to learn how to have that. And again, like constantly flexing that muscle and doing those reps so that you can have that mental toughness, so that when you do fail, because you will, when you do have rejection, when your best friend or your family member, whoever it is, may not support you and may not see you doing what you really want to do, that you have the mental toughness to stay in it and not quit and keep going after your dreams, because those are the stories that need to be told, and they're there. But most people give up. Most people quit. They don't do the reps. They don't do the personal development. So my hope for you today is that you look at some of the athletes that you admire and you take on some of those characteristics that are positive, and sometimes think like an athlete does, a successful athlete. This Jimmy Butler, I mean, again, I'm not a sports fanatic, but I can appreciate him quite a bit. I watched him play and was like, wow, he's intense. And here's the thing, not only is he perfecting his craft, right? But then he's helping the organization fill the stands because he's so fun to watch. So he's helping others as well, right? Just a lot you can get from sports. So comment below. Let me know your best sports analogy. I'm learning to diversify a bit here. Seville Coe is the athlete who I look up to in my mentorship program and on my journey right now with my company in network marketing. But that athlete mindset, it's really fun to watch when that's not something that you've had. So I think I'm athletic, but I wasn't an athlete in my college or high school years. So I really like watching the athletes on our team and watching how they think and how they behave, because the ones who have a winning mindset, really, you can totally tell where they get some of it from. So watch out for that. And as you're out looking and prospecting and growing your business, pay attention to those athletes. They're hustlers. They have what it takes. They've done a lot of work here. So that's really important. So take care. Thank you for listening into my first ever sports analogy. I'm even impressed that I remembered his first name. So improvement here. And have a good one. Take care, everyone. Bye.